Hit 'em up. 1950s Harlem so spectacular. First off, talk that love, but it ain't no game. West side rolling, bringing truth with flame. They talk about the player, but I know that type. Talking loud, living low, trying to ball that life. We shine for real, no pretend, no fake. Got our
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another thrilling episode of the Days Grim. My name is Brian Michael Day.
I am Cory Day.
You are, and Thomas Grimm's dying of a venereal disease in his fucking throat. Turn me down just a little bit in the headphones, big dog. Yeah, Tom, you sound like shit today, so we've substituted you out for...
I got throat fucked by a Catholic priest. God bless you.
That's hot.
And you know, honestly, shout out to the Catholics. It's official as of last night because we record a week in advance. At fucking Cory, what time was it? I don't even know. It was like 10:30. We started.
It was at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, 10 o'clock.
Trust me, I was checking my watch.
Yeah, as of 10 o'clock, your boy is officially Catholic. Represent. So you know, just watch what you say about the Catholics over there. Fucking scratchy throat. Yeah, so what are we doing? What are we doing for this episode, Cory? What's happening right now?
We've got the April Absurdities.
Yeah, what does that mean?
So it's basically all the people that have died in April of some weird or significant way.
Did they all die in April? Did we decide that?
I was hoping that it would all be in April. We had this discussion last month.
We're gonna find out because Tom said that for fucking March, and we got through like three
we had
of
three
them.
of them that were not.
And none of them were in March.
So,
so format per usual. So we're basically going to go through these 5 deaths of the month. Some of these are famous people. Some of these are not famous people. You know. So and then once we're done going through the 5, we're going to rank them. So and Tom's going to do his best not to talk because he sounds like shit. Seriously, don't force it because I don't want to make it worse.
Yeah, no, I don't want to have to resuscitate you back there.
If you do talk,
you got
put your mouth on the microphone so you don't have to try so hard. But yeah, here we go. Kicking it off with death number 1. Cory, I'll take this one. So we're starting off with Mr. Gaye, and by that I mean Marvin Gaye.
Hey.
Gay. Got him. Looks like he was, golly, what are the odds of that? Almost died on his birthday. Born April 2nd, 1939. Died April 1, 1984.
On April Fool's Day.
April fucking Fool's,
I wonder how many
dude.
people thought that was an April Fool's joke.
So I knew how Marvin Gaye died, right? I did not know before today that it was on April 1st.
I didn't either.
Isn't that so wild? There's a lot of folks at home that maybe know how he dies. Maybe there's a lot of folks at home that
it was a pretty big deal.
So for the folks at home who don't know who Marvin Gaye is, soul singer from like the 60s, 70s, and 80s, or maybe what year did he die? I don't remember.
He died 70s, I want to say.
So 60s and 70s.
It was 84, yeah.
Yeah, so he going into the 80s. He was still still touring and stuff, so all the way into his death. And funny enough, yeah, actually the reason he died, it happened while he was on tour. So, we'll get into the death in late 1983. Hold on, I forgot I got to freaking do a thing. In late 1983, Gaye convinced his bodyguard on his final concert tour, Andre White, to give his father, Marvin Gaye Sr., a .38 special handgun due to the singer's continued fears of being targeted. In the months leading up to his death, Gaye and his father, Marvin Gaye Sr., struggled with keeping themselves separated from each other at the family house in West Adams neighborhood of Western Heights in L.A. due to constant conflict. At the same time, Gaye was dealing with a crippling drug addiction and depression. I'm assuming they're talking about Marvin. On March 31st, day after my birthday, big shoots, 1984, a verbal fight occurred between Gaye's parents at the property, leading Gaye to intervene and defend his mother. That night, no further conflict arose. In the early afternoon hours of April 1, 1984, Gaye once again intervened in another verbal fight between his parents. When his father refused to leave his room despite his orders, Gaye physically attacked his father, who shot Marvin twice, once in the chest, piercing his heart, and then into his shoulder. The shooting took place in Gaye's bedroom at 12:38 p.m. Gaye was pronounced dead at 1:01 p.m. after his body arrived at California Hospital Medical Center. He would have turned 45 the following day.
Damn.
Fuck.
Young.
Fuck.
Young, man. 45, that's young, bro.
How pissed are you if your dad fucking claps you, dude?
I mean,
How mad?
I get it.
In like a tumultuous situation like that, like your mom and dad hate each other.
At that point, dude, you call the cops.
You should have.
Like, at that point.
But keep in mind, they lived in Western Heights. So, like,
True.
in L.A.
Keep in mind they're black.
No, and he's not wrong. Like, in the 80s. No,
that's a valid
like,
point.
in the 80s and
Yeah.
like in California, like, dude, like, yeah, like, I get it. I get not calling the cops because of that
Fucking Tom.
situation because
Why did he? But why did he have to say it like that?
black? Yeah, that was a little.
My throat.
That was a little rough, Tom.
He said, "Keep in mind that
We're-
they're
Black.
black."
What are we going on?
Jesus,
What are we
dude.
doing?
It's my trach talk.
Yeah, we got to get Tom one of those fucking button throat talkers.
Oh, one of the electronic. Yeah.
I don't even need it. My voice just sounds like that.
Yeah, it
I'm
does.
just always
Pretty-
out here doing my best.
Oh, dude. So, final thoughts on Gaye.
You know, it was
Sick last name, fucking amazing artist.
It was avoidable.
You know, he had songs like "Ain't That Peculiar," I heard it through the grapevine. One of my favorites. I heard it through the grapevine.
Yep.
How sweet it is. Ain't no mountain high enough. Everybody loves and knows that song. Ain't no mountain.
Honestly, his
Let's get it on.
I think his best.
I forgot about Let's
Sexual
Get It
Healing.
On.
I think his best is What's Going On.
Yeah.
I love that song.
What's going on, solid. He's just constantly confused. You know what I mean? So
No, I think the death could have been easily avoidable.
No
He-
shit.
He interjected himself. So I mean, you know, it was the gun that he gifted him.
that's so fucked.
It's fucked.
Do you think he got lunch? Because it happened at 12:38. Do you think he died on a full belly, or was he like getting ready to go get a Sammy?
I would say no, considering there was a fight the night before, so he probably didn't have an appetite.
You're right, dude.
That's rough.
Dying on an empty tum tum.
That sucks.
Next death.
Next death.
Corey, you want to rip this one?
Yeah, this one's
Give,
good old.
give us a little zoom
Good
action.
old Mark Twain. Like it. Samuel Longhorn Clemens.
Can I
died-
pause you before you take off here?
Yeah, go ahead.
For the viewers on YouTube, just appreciate the fucking how the eyebrows and the mustache are the same length.
It's very Einstein.
I just want to throw that out there, Corey. As you were, go
very
ahead.
Einstein.
Go ahead, brother.
Samuel Longhorn Clemens, known by the pen name Mark Twain, was an American writer, humorist, and essayist. He has been praised as the greatest humorist the United States has produced. Where's the death at?
Well, we're just giving a little background. Death is.
I mean, I think everybody
at the
knows.
top, Corey. At the top, there's the date.
Yeah, I know there's the date, but
Did you say the date?
yeah, April 21st, 1910.
That's when he died.
Yeah, but it's Mark Twain. If you don't know who Mark Twain is, then you just didn't listen in school.
Get fucked.
Like you didn't listen in school, and that's you. That's on you.
Some of his my favorite work. So I like The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. I've actually read
Tom
that.
Sawyer.
Yeah, Tom Sawyer. The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. Then I've not read Great American Novel.
Gilded Age.
I didn't read Gilded Age. Maybe the only one I've read is Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Yikes. But he's a fucking phenomenal, famous fucking writer. Everybody fucking knows Mark Twain, dude.
Everybody knows who Mark Twain is. If you don't know who Mark Twain is, then you failed in school.
Yeah, so
Period.
actually, scroll back up, Tom, to the headshot. Go, 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 go. Headshot, right? No, down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. He looks just as crazy right here as he does right before he died.
Yeah, he's just younger crazy. I love it. Like that's the look of a man that's like, I know what I'm about.
He's
Like
fucking seen some shit, dog. He has seen some shit.
all right.
Here you go, Core.
Where is it at?
Dude, can you fuck?
Oh, there it
it's
is.
on the
Sorry.
TV, dog.
Sorry, I'm usually got it like right in my face.
Oh my god.
In his later years, Twain lived at 14 West 10th Street in Manhattan. He passed through a period of deep depression, which began in 1896 when his daughter, Susie, died of meningitis. Very old. Olivia's death in 1904 and Jean's on December 24th, 1909 deepened Twain's gloom. On May 20, 1909, his close friend Henry Rogers died suddenly.
Damn, he's going through it.
Yeah, and then in April 1906, Twain heard that his friend Ina Coolbrith, I think I pronounced that
Nice
right.
fucking name.
Yeah, Ina Coolbrith had lost nearly all that she owned in the 1906 San Francisco earthquake, and he volunteered a few autographed portrait photographs to be sold for her benefit.
Hell yeah, brother.
Good friend. To further aid Coolbrith, George Wharton James visited Twain in New York and arranged for a new portrait session. Twain was resistant initially, but he eventually admitted that 4 of the resulting images were the first ones ever taken of him.
Finest ones.
Or the finest, yes. The finest
ever taken
of him. In September, Twain started publishing chapters from his autobiography in the North American Review. The same year, Charlotte Teller, a writer living in her grandmother at 3 Fifth Avenue. Well, I don't know why that said, I thought it said 5th.
It does. It says
No,
3/5.
Like with an F.
Oh, 5th. 3/5.
Began an acquaintanceship with him, which lasted several years and may have included romantic intentions on
That's
his
hot.
part.
Hell yeah,
So
brother.
it's getting a little spicy.
Hell yeah.
This part doesn't matter.
Yeah, none of that matters. We need to
Get me to the juice.
Yeah, give me to the juicy
I want
juice.
the fucking squeeze, dude.
Let's see. Right, you want me to read that? Twain
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
born
start
2 weeks
there.
after Halley's Comet closest approach in 1835. He said in 1909. I came in with Halley's Comet in 1835. It is coming again next year, and I expect to go out with it. Oh, that's creepy.
Hell yeah, dude.
It would be the greatest disappointment of my life. If I don't go out with Halley's Comet. The Almighty has said, no doubt. Now, here are these 2 unaccountable freaks. They came in together. They must go out together. I mean, like,
What a quote. That's a direct quote, by the way.
I mean,
now
that's a
here
dope-
are these 2 unaccountable freaks, semicolon, they came in together,
Yeah.
comma, they must go out together, end quote.
so
Such a great quote.
So Twain's prediction was eerily accurate. He died of a heart attack on April 21st, 1910 in Stormfield, one day after the comet was at its closest to the sun and a month before the comet passed the Earth.
So
Wow.
fucking hot.
And then President Taft said some nice words about him.
Yeah.
Low key, Taft sucks balls. Okay.
Not a fan.
So, couple of things here. Teller and Twain.
Mhm.
They fucking? What's up?
I mean, there was some romantics involved.
Can you
apparently.
go back up to that part where there was a direct quote when he was talking about Teller? Yeah, so he says, quote, lasted several years and may have included romantic intentions.
Teller said that of.
Oh, Teller said
Yeah,
that.
that was
Lasted several
Teller's
years
quote.
and may have included romantic intentions.
And those
End
were to
quote.
Charlotte Teller.
Yeah. Charlotte Teller was a fox, if I remember correct.
American writer, socialist active
yeah.
in New York City. She
Yeah,
graduated.
she was a
in 1899.
fucking dude. She was a babe.
She got her bachelor's in Chicago.
Yeah, Teller was a babe.
She wrote the book The Cage. It was published in 1907.
Yeah, I may have read one of her works too. And then also, what are the fucking odds, that you're born during Halley's Comet, right? That's fucking sick.
That is pretty.
And then how slimmer are the odds that you're going to die the next time Halley's Comet?
It's almost inspirational. Like you've got a goal of death.
So fucking
Like
nice.
it's
dude.
almost like it's my way out. You know, like that's how I want to
Can you go back to down to the death? The other direct quote that he says, where he says, "I came in with Halley's Comet." It will be the greatest disappointment of my life if I don't go out with Halley's Comet. Like, this dude is fucking.
Like even in like a deep depression, the dude's still sharp with the tongue.
Dude, he's just fucking slinging one-liners. Golly, dude. Twain was the GOAT. He's goated.
He had to be a player with the ladies.
Yeah, let's move on to the next one, brother. Shout out to Mark Twain and the Twain family, you know? Oh, by the way, the previous 2 deaths of the week, both Wikipedia sources, by the way. If you're just listening and you're not watching on YouTube, both Wikipedia sources. Source for this next death of the month. Source for this death is chateauamboise.com. And this one is The Strange Death of Charles VIII of Amboise. Amboise? I don't know if I'm
I say
saying
Amboise.
Amboise. Amboise. Yeah, just make sure I can see the whole thing. There we go. Early one afternoon in spring 1498 at the Royal Chateau of Amboise, the young King Charles VIII goes to look for Queen Anne of Brittany in her apartments. He wants his wife to join him in a real tennis game played in Chateau's trench. To get there, the two sovereigns must pass through a gallery with a very low doorway. Was it because of his haste or carelessness? We still do not know, but the young king hit his head violently on the door lintel?
Yeah,
I don't know, lintel?
It's a lintel.
At first, the shock seemed without consequence. The king joined in the game and seemed to act entirely normally, when suddenly he collapsed and lost consciousness in front of everyone. It seems that a certain feverish unease then seized his retinue. I don't know some of these words, dog. I feel stupid reading this.
Yeah, no, I'm having a stroke.
They did not dare move the sovereign to his apartments, and only much later was a doctor called to his bedside. Charles never regained consciousness and died that very evening after much agony at the age of 27. Circumstances still not fully explained. I do want to touch on this. So, because this is kind of ominous. There's not a lot of detail here, so I don't want to just like terminate this death real quick. I want to get into it. So circumstances still not fully explained. What was the cause of his demise? Scientists still ask that question today. Did the violent blow lead to a fatal cerebral hemorrhage? That was going to be my first guess, was an internal bleeding in the brain. Or did it cause a stroke? One of the hypotheses advanced is that Charles had an epileptic fit, the symptoms of which were then considered to be the work of the devil. Hey, second time in this episode, shout out to the Catholics. We need a fucking priest.
He's convulsing.
Get a priest.
Pastor?
Call Father Drosty down here. This could maybe explain the delay by those around him in looking after their king. On the other hand, theories of possible poisoning seem unfounded. So now a now famous death, Charles's death, blah blah blah. Blah. Okay,
No, go to that bottom part.
Go to the bottom part.
Yeah, right here.
Was
Yeah,
this
yeah,
good?
right there. Yeah,
Charles's
so-
death in unusual circumstances passed into posterity. Sometimes they prompt a smile about the king's very modest stature, even though his 1 meter 52 centimeters. We're gonna Google how tall that is in American here in a minute. Height was nothing exceptional by the standards of the time. Charles,
like under 4 feet.
Charles VIII remains the only king in history to be born 30th of June, 1470, and die the 7th of April, 1498, in Leroy Chateau Amboise. As set out in his marriage contract, his widow, Anne of Brittany, married his successor, King Louis XII.
So she was set no matter what.
Now, Google how tall.
1 meter is 52
1 meter,
centimeters.
52 centimeters. Yeah,
That's like just shy of 4 feet.
dude,
isn't it?
Tom, you're so much better at running the computer.
Yeah, he is.
To American. 4 feet, 11.8 inches.
Okay, he's under 5
5
feet.
feet.
Dude's
basically.
not even 5 foot tall.
4.99
Dang,
feet.
bro. Short king, bro. Literally.
Literally.
This dude is the definition of a short king.
Literally.
I like it.
Do we think it's the devil's work? Don't just blast past this. That was a short death. I know there's not a lot of information there, but was this the work of the devil? Let's talk about
No,
it.
he probably got poisoned.
No, I think this is demons, Corey. I think this is demons.
Father, any words?
I think this is demons, and they should have called a priest.
like he's just convulsing.
No, honestly, if so when we were talking about Charles VIII and like how short he was and going through the tight linnet or whatever they called that door frame.
Lintel.
It's a lintel.
Yeah.
It's basically like a door frame, but back then it was fancier.
Okay, so a fancy door frame. When he went through the fancy door frame, the fact that he was that little and then still binged his fucking head.
That's a tiny door.
Initially, my thought was, oh, he got a CTE, and then like something's going to happen later in the story. But the fact that he was just on the court playing tennis leads me to think that the activity from like his heart pumping and him moving, it exacerbated the bleeding. So I bet if I was a betting man, God bless you.
Thank you.
If I was a betting man, I would say brain hemorrhage. You got a bet? You got a dog in this fight?
I think he was trying to impress his lady.
Okay.
I think she might have beat him at whatever they were playing.
Oh, okay.
And then he was just like, "Oh yeah, watch this," and he just smacked his head on the door.
Well, he hit his head on the door before the game.
Oh, was it before the game?
Yeah, they were like walking out,
Maybe he was just bragging.
like preemptively.
Like, look what I can do.
Oh, maybe he jumped.
Yeah.
He was like, "I'm gonna whoop that ding."
Yeah.
All right.
He got a little too excited.
All right, here we go. We're getting into the next death. Kevin Bacon.
Francis Bacon.
I'm just joking. Kevin Bacon's still alive.
I wonder if there's a relation there. You know, that could be.
This is all you, Corey. This is all
right,
you.
Francis Bacon, first Viscount St. Alban.
Just do your best. This is an old death. A lot of weird words
good
in here.
at,
do your
pronouncing
best.
names,
Yeah.
but like, sometimes I screw up. He was an English philosopher and a statesman who served as Attorney General and Lord Chancellor of England under King James I. Bacon argued for the importance of natural philosophy, guided by the scientific method, and his works remained influential through the scientific revolution. Shouts to that guy.
Big shoots.
So, Bacon's been called the father of empiricism. Yeah, interesting. In philosophy, empiricism, go back to that.
Yeah, what is empiricism? I was actually
An
interested.
epistemological view which holds that true knowledge or justification comes either only or primarily from sensory experience and empirical evidence. It is one of several competing views within epistemology, along with rationalism and skepticism. So basically, he was a no-nonsense guy. He was like, yeah, if you didn't see it, didn't happen.
Give me the facts.
He's one of those guys.
Yeah, here's the science.
He's like, if I can't prove this on paper, then there's no proof.
yeah.
He's one of those guys.
He did not believe in demons.
He was a no-nonsense guy. He was like, yeah, I don't believe it.
He probably thought Charles VIII died from a hemorrhage as well.
Probably.
Onward, Corey.
More than likely.
Yeah, more to come here.
Let's see. He argued for the possibility of scientific knowledge based only upon inductive reasoning and careful observation of events in nature.
Dude loved nature.
He believed that science could be achieved by the use of skeptical and methodical. Oh my God. Methodical. Jeez, man, I am
Tighten
losing
up.
it. Sorry, I'm getting a little loose over here. I'm 3 deep. Give me a minute. Methodical approach whereby scientists aim to avoid misleading themselves. Okay. So that's interesting.
Ooh, there's a thing named after him. What's this? Hold on. Move the
Baconian method, or if you want to say Baconian method, whatever, is the investigative method developed by Francis Bacon, one of the founders of the modern science, and thus a first formulation of a modern scientific method. The method was put forward in Bacon's book, Novum Organum.
Again, just do your best.
Yeah, 1620 if you're wanting to read that book.
Hell
or
yeah,
New
brother.
Method. That's what it was. That's what it means. So, yeah.
Dude's out here. First off,
So
before
he's got a method named
yeah, before
after
we
him.
go any further,
Like,
Corey.
that was important.
Yeah, let's get down to this death. But before we get into the death, though,
Mhm.
I have mad respect for anybody that has something named after them.
Right?
That's fucking.
He did something.
He had the Baconian method, dude.
Right? You know,
Big
he
shoots
he did
to
something.
Senor Bacon. here.
Sexuality, interesting. Why do they always include that?
He was a
That's
gay.
just- well, I mean, that's
He
weird.
was a gay man.
Yeah, but like it just shows, even in history, people
What does
were-
it matter?
People were so obsessed with like, oh yeah, who you sleeping with?
Yeah, yeah, he's fucking John.
Yeah, what are you doing over
Him
there?
and John are
I
fucking.
see you and Greg hanging out a lot. Like,
All right, what we got going here?
so here's on the death. On 9 April 1626, Bacon died of pneumonia at Highgate outside London, specifically Arundel House. Ooh, what is that? Arundel
It's a
House.
place
I get that. But I
at
wonder what
Arundel House.
Sounds
Earl
like a
of
brothel.
Arundel, a country residence of his friend, the Earl of Arundel. Through Arundel was at that time imprisoned in the Tower of London. Man,
If they say Arundel
bro,
one more fucking time in this article,
can we just say like, I like side note here, like, bro, like I wish we could bring back like titles of
brothels?
places. No,
Oh,
just yeah, no, I mean like, we still have brothels. Let's
I
be
thought
real.
that's where you were
Like,
going, dude.
No, like I feel like we've lost the allure. Our buildings' names have lost that allure.
Yeah, we need a Tower of America.
They've lost that. You know,
Tower of
like
Freedom.
where you going, bro? Oh, I'm going to Tower of London.
Yeah.
What? Like it just sounds dope.
Tom, what's the name of the new 9/11 building?
Are you talking about the
Isn't it like Freedom Tower?
Plaza?
No, it's like Freedom Tower, the one they built in place of the Twin Towers. It's like
Look it up.
Independence Tower.
Look it up.
I thought it was called the
Side
9/11
note, look it up.
monument.
Yeah, just to fucking prove Cory wrong.
I'm not proving me wrong.
Well, America still has this 9/11
No, they don't.
building new
No,
towers. New
America
tower.
does not have anything worthy of like awesome names.
It has an awesome name.
Okay,
It's-
what is it? Refers to the 7th building and the Trade Center.
No,
complex
look
of
up the
Manhattan.
new tower, dog.
Twin Towers. Blah 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 blah.
9/11 building.
Nice search, bro.
I'm on a fucking watch.
9/11 building.
I told you, Freedom Tower, dog. That's a sick ass name.
One World Trade Center.
Yeah, formerly the Freedom Tower. They
Yeah,
called it
formerly-
the Freedom Tower
Yeah,
when they
no
put it
one
up.
called it the Freedom Tower.
Trump did. Onward. So, all right, where were you at, Cory? An influential.
Trump did. Of course, Trump did.
Yeah.
An influential account of the circumstances of his death was given by John Aubrey's Brief Lives. Aubrey's vivid account, which he says was told to him by Mr. Hobbes, Thomas Hobbes, by the way, shout out to Tom,
Yeah.
portrays Bacon as a martyr to experimental scientific method. It has him journeying to Highgate through the snow with the king's physician when he's suddenly inspired by the possibility that flesh, meat, might not be preserved in snow as in salt. Huh? So he's saying that you can't preserve meat in snow because it melts, I guess? They were resolved. They would try the experiment presently. They all lighted out of the coach and went into a poor woman's hose at the what? Who wrote
That's Old
this?
English.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
like, damn,
So
bro.
they alighted out of the coach
Batome
and went into a poor woman's house at the bottom of a Highgate
Highgate.
Hill and bought a hen and made the woman.
Exenterate?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Exenterate.
To exenterate means
Learned borrowing from Latin, so perfect passing participle of exentero.
Disembowel.
Oh, just kill it. Why didn't they just say kill? Like just
hashtag chicken bricking moving forward.
chicken bricking. Yeah. After stuffing the hen with snow, Bacon contracted a fatal case of pneumonia. Some people, including Aubrey, consider these two possibly coincidental events as related in causing his death. The snow so chilled him that he immediately fell so extremely ill that he could not return to his lodging. Bro, writing was interesting, man.
And they put him into a damp bed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a smart thing to do.
Fucking mental. These people,
It gave him such a
dude.
cold that in two or three days. So, jeez.
Fucking
bro.
good. Okay.
Oh man,
So, do I have the story right? They're trying to prove that meat can't be preserved by
they're
snow.
basically-
by
they're-
stuffing it with snow. Yeah, because it's
They're
gonna
testing.
melt.
Back then, they preserved everything basically in
With
like a
salt.
hole with salt, and
Yeah.
so he was basically saying that like you could freeze it,
Yeah.
but he was just trying to stuff that bitch with snow.
And then he did, and then he gets sick from the experiment, and then they put him in a wet bed, and he died.
Yeah,
A cold, wet bed.
Am I understanding the story right, Tom?
yeah.
What the fuck are we?
It was 1613, bro. They weren't smart.
Fuck. They were still having fucking throwdowns on frozen lakes and shit.
Get off my lawn.
Corey, you weren't here for that one. The Thames.
No.
What did I call
I
the
wasn't here for
Thames?
that.
I called it the Times.
The Times.
Yeah, the Times River. The Thames River freezes over every year,
The
Corey.
Tims.
And we did a death of the month where a bunch of people died.
You said Tims?
Yeah, I called it the Times,
Brother.
and I called it the Times, and apparently people from fucking London
Times.
call it Thames.
Thames River.
Yeah.
I would have said Thames just to be a dick.
No, I called it Times. But at any rate, yeah, a bunch of people died when it thawed out. All right.
It's the Thames River.
All right. Fifth and final.
Since we don't want to talk about a kid dying.
Yeah.
The
Will
replacement.
Yeah,
That was all Corey's choice.
I'm being respectful.
I am so pro fucking.
Well, instead, we get a mass murder. So
Hey, I'm good with
enjoy.
that.
Oh, this is like multiple people?
Hell yeah. Brother.
Okay. So again, that last source for Francis Bacon was also Wikipedia.
Yeah, you get the cool one.
For this source, we're using Wikipedia. You guessed it. Texas City disaster. Hell yeah. What a dope name.
Dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah, dude.
The Texas City disaster was an industrial accident that occurred on April 16th, 1947. Don't forget who won the war. In the port of Texas City, Texas,
Jesus.
United States,
There he goes.
located in Galveston Bay.
He's got a boner already.
It was, dude, we were post
Look at
fucking
you.
World War II,
Look at
super
you.
pumped.
Look at you.
It was the deadliest industrial accident in U.S. history and one of history's largest non-nuclear explosions. Ask Japan about that. The explosion was triggered by a mid-morning fire on board the French registered vessel Grand Camp, docked at port, which detonated her cargo of about 2,300 tons, about 2,100 metric tons of ammonium nitrate. This started a chain reaction of fires and explosions aboard other ships and in nearby oil storage facilities, ultimately killing at least 581 people, including all but one member of Texas City's volunteer fire department. All but one? The disaster drew the first...
Somebody had to tell the story.
That's the only reason we know about it.
Literally, like-
This poor bastard. He's got third-degree burns. Looks like a mummy covered in fish scales. The disaster drew the first class action lawsuit against the United States government on behalf of 8,485 plaintiffs under the 1946
God.
Federal Tort Claims Act.
Bro, what?
Oh, fuck. There's a war crime. The Port of Texas City is located in a protected harbor inland from Galveston with relatively straight access.
Don't mess with Texas. We got 8,000 plaintiffs.
Into the Gulf of Mexico. The port expanded greatly during World War II as many... Oh, I read that wrong. It's not war crime, it's wartime. As many wartime chemical and oil plants were located in or near the city. So there was a lot of combustible shit here, dude. That's what I'm getting, dude. They've got a shitload of oil and ammonium nitrate just begging for a fucking problem. So what caused the fucking explosion? Because I kind
A
of
fire on the boat.
I kind of blacked out while I was reading
but
that.
what started the fire? We didn't start the fire.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I can't remember who sang that song. Bruce Springsteen. While oil and chemicals had been the major export, the port also began shipping ammonium nitrate in 1945. The ammonium nitrate, needed either as fertilizer or an explosive, was manufactured in Nebraska and Iowa and shipped to Texas City by rail before being loaded onto ships. The dedicated Texas City Terminal Railway provided final mine service directly to the port. Export of ammonium nitrate increased significantly in the post-war years as ammunition manufacturing was converted into fertilizer manufacturing to be sent for export to rebuild war-torn Europe. Holy fucking smokes, dude.
Okay, it had a mixed cargo on it, though, containing chiefly ammonium nitrate, but also twine, peanuts, tobacco, some small arms ammunition, engineering equipment, and cotton. This thing was ready to blow.
Cotton.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It packaged 100 pounds paper sacks.
Dude, everything on this boat is flammable.
It's flammable.
The only thing not flammable is the fucking boat. The
Literally.
fucking metal.
Like,
Oh, we got here's details on the fire. So on Wednesday, April 16, 1947, around 8 a.m., smoke was spotted in the cargo hold of Grand Camp, again, the name of the boat, while it was still moored, tied to the port. Longshoremen used a gallon jug of water and 2 fire extinguishers.
Oh, wow.
Tom, what the fuck? Also, who the fuck is like...
Yo, your fire department just shows up with a bucket. Yo.
Come back, dude.
I'm trying.
Tom, fucking find it, dude.
Hey.
Oh my, fire.
Hey, the Fire
we
Chief
go.
series just got his bucket.
So the cargo hold of Grand Camp, again, the boat, while it was still moored, longshoremen used a one singular gallon jug of water and two 1947 fucking fire extinguishers.
no effect.
But they had no effect, and the cargo hold filled with smoke. The longshoremen were then ordered to leave the hold. At this point, the captain of the Grand Camp ordered that no water be used, lest the cargo be ruined.
Oh, man.
Instead, he ordered all hatches sealed and the hold to be filled with steam in an attempt to smother the fire. This was unlikely to be effective, as ammonium nitrate is an oxidizer, thus neutralizing the extinguishing properties of steam. The steam may have contributed to the fire by converting the ammonium nitrate into nitrous oxide, shout out to Fast and Furious, while augmenting the already intense heat in the ship's hold. Around 8:30 a.m., the stevedores who were fighting the fire were ordered off the ship, likely because the heat had become too intense, and there were concerns that small arms ammunition would cook off. There's no would, could, or should. It fucking did.
Okay, let's go to the first explosion. At 9:12 a.m., the ammonium nitrate reached an explosive threshold, and Grand Camp detonated. Bro, if you can say that your boat detonated, problem.
That's
problem
the
right
first
there.
explosion?
That's the problem right there.
And the last explosion. It all happened at once.
So the exact cause is unknown, but the likeliest explanation is that the heat of the fire caused the fuel bunker, the fuel oil bunker adjacent to hold 4 to split, pouring fuel onto the hot decomposing fertilizer, creating an impromptu ANFO mixture, which was susceptible to detonation. The tremendous blast produced a 15-foot tsunami and a shockwave leveling nearly 1,000 buildings. The tsunami was responsible for a significant portion of onlookers' death. Bro, people were sightseeing. And
Hold
were
on,
just
Cory, shut the fuck up.
Like,
flying shrapnel.
God.
Flying shrapnel resulted in ignition of the refineries and chemical tanks along the waterfront. Just other shit's just blowing up.
Falling bales of burning twine. Bro, this is a fucking nightmare.
This is a fucking like
Dude, could you imagine the Japanese that tried Pearl Harbor?
Bro,
and then fucking watching this
right
shit?
here, 2 sightseeing airplanes flying nearby were blown out of the sky.
oh my
They
God.
were 8 miles away. Yo.
The explosion blew almost 6,350 short tons of the ship's steel into the air. Some at supersonic speed.
Holy shit. The Monsanto Chemical Company plant adjacent to the I guess they were supposed to say ship.
No, to the slip.
Was it
It's,
the slip?
Yeah, that's
Is
like
that slang?
that's where boats hang out.
That's where they parked the boat.
Yeah, the slip.
I'm retarded.
Yeah, you're good.
Where Grand Camp was docked, suffered the brunt of the first explosion of its 574 employees and contractors. 234 were killed. Good God.
Good night, Elizabeth. That's
So,
fucking...
second explosion.
Oh, there's more. Hold on.
Wait.
Still in the first explosion, 7 ruptured oil tanks at the Republic refinery began to burn, letting off thick clouds of black smoke. Burning sulfur in a dockside warehouse created
Acrid.
acrid fumes. I don't know what acrid means. Doesn't sound good for your lungs.
No.
Still 112 people within 500 feet or 150 meters in Europe
They survived.
of Grand Camp survived, including many witnesses who would allow for later reconstruction of the events. Cory, second explosion.
Second explosion. The first explosion had a high flyer free from its moorings, and it had drifted across the harbor. So I'm guessing that's another boat.
Sounds like it, yeah.
Coming to rest against SS Wilson B. Keene. Her crew stayed aboard for an hour before the smoke of the burning oil and sulfur forced them to leave. In the afternoon, 2 men boarded High Flyer searching for injured crew members. They noted that her cargo was ablaze and reported it to someone of the harbor front. No shit.
Could you imagine? Corey? Could you imagine me calling you and being like, "Her cargo is ablaze"? Who fucking says ablaze?
It's ablaze.
Shut the fuck. The boat's on fire, dickhead.
Yeah. This message seems to have gone unheeded for several hours until it was realized that this indicated a serious problem.
No shit.
Not the fucking boom. Now we have a serious problem.
Yeah, not the fucking ammunition going off. Only around 11
p.m.
Only around 11 p.m. did tugboats attempt to haul High Flyer away from the docks. Despite having cut her anchor, they were unable to move her. They fled the area around 1 a.m. the next day, April 17th. 10 minutes later, at 1:10 a.m., High Flyer exploded, killing 2 more people.
Jesus.
According to witnesses, the explosion was more powerful than that of the Grand Camp.
Oh, my God.
Casualties were light since the docks had already been evacuated.
That's good.
But the second explosion exacerbated the damage to nearby ships and buildings. The blast destroyed the nearby Wilson B. Keene. I'm assuming now is a third ship involved.
Yep.
A third ship involved. The steel frame of the High Flyer had been heated until glowing,
Bro.
and these chunks rained down upon Texas City, setting mass fires. One of the propellers was blown off and subsequently found nearly a mile inland. A mile, 5,000
They built
plus
a memorial around it.
That's crazy.
It is now a memorial park near the anchor of Grand Camp.
Bro, you know how hot that thing's got to be glowing? That's insane. That's insane. That's crazy.
Rarely do we read these deaths of the week or deaths of the month or whatever, and do I get like a little bit quivery?
Like it's
I'm like literally when I read that last sentence for whatever, I'm like quivery. I'm not like shaking, but it was like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Parking lot 1/4 of a mile, 400 meters for the Europeans away from the explosion.
Decimated.
I mean, these cars, windows blown out, tires
Decimated.
melted.
Gone.
Yeah, frames are literally
More
fucking
than
melted.
5,000 people were injured with 1,784 admitted to 21 area hospitals. They had fucking that many hospitals. It must have been nice. More than 500 homes were destroyed and hundreds damaged, leaving 2,000 homeless. That sucks. The seaport was destroyed and many businesses were flattened or burned. Over 1,100 vehicles were damaged. 362 freight cars were obliterated. The property damage was estimated at $100 million.
In 1947. We're going to do that.
Wow.
Equivalent to $1.1 billion in 2024. So that number is still higher. Because it's 2026.
Yo, and that's just an explosion.
Yeah, this number may not encompass the full scope of the damage. A further 500 million of oil products were also burned, equivalent to $5.5 billion.
And that's in
2024. So again, probably likely closer to $6 billion in 2026. A two short ton, 1.8 metric ton anchor of Grand Camp was hurled 1.62 miles or 2.61 kilometers and found in a 10-foot or 3-meter crater. It was installed at the memorial park that we were just speaking about. The other main 5 short ton anchor was hurled a half a mile, 800 meters, to the entrance of Texas City Dike. Shout out to Dykes. I'm just kidding. It rests on a Texas-shaped memorial at the entrance.
Of course.
Burning wreckage ignited everything within miles, including dozens of oil and chemical tanks. The nearby city of Galveston was covered with an oily fog that left deposits over every exposed outdoor surface.
Fuck a BP spill.
God.
That was...
My God. This is the equivalent of the Gulf Shore BP spill.
Yeah, not even close. But
on land.
On land.
In
sure.
1947.
Yeah, on land, sure. Yeah.
My God.
That's insane.
Okay, let's rank them. Let's get through it. Because I have an honorable mention. Do you want to do that? Let's rank them.
Let's do the honorable mention. We can throw that in.
Do we want to include that?
Yeah, we can throw that in a rank. Why not?
And see if we want to bump one of the top 5
sure.
out.
I'll let you read this one.
I'm a big fan of this one. Give me a little zoom action.
Go ahead.
Here we go, folks. Source for this one is irishexaminer.com. Inquest hears woman was electrocuted while holding a charging mobile phone in the bath. And here we go.
Darwin Award.
Tuesday, 30th of September, 2025 was when the article was written by Sean McCarthy. Calls for prominent warning notices, and this is a long one, so we'll get the gist, and then we'll put a bow on it. But calls for a prominent warning notices to be placed on all electronic devices about the risk of using them near water have been made following the death of a woman who was electrocuted while holding a charging mobile phone in the bath last year. The woman's husband, Joe, we'll just call him Joe, expressed concern at an inquest into his wife's death at Dublin District Coroner's Court on Tuesday that many people are being lulled into, quote, a false illusion of safety, end quote. You guys are going to love this. By mobile phone manufacturers like Apple for promoting how their equipment is waterproof.
Yeah, the phone not plugged into a goddamn wall.
Boys, let me get through this. His wife, 46-year-old Anne, we'll just call her Anne, a mother of 3 from
Damn,
Seanless.
they didn't get her before she reproduced.
That's fucked up. But also, I'm with you, Tom. From Seanless Avenue, Santry, was pronounced dead at Beaumont Hospital in Dublin on October 30th, 2024, where she had been rushed by ambulance after her husband found her unresponsive in an ensuite bathroom at their family home. He told coroner that he had a brief 23-second call. This is him talking. He had a brief 23-second call with his wife at 7:58 p.m. while driving home at a time he believed she might have already been in the bath. After arriving home, Joe said he went into the bathroom to see his wife as she wanted to find out how their daughter was doing at the recital that he had just dropped her off at. He described he found her on her side in the bath with no sign of movement. He goes on to say she was unresponsive even when he opened an eye, so she does not move. At that point, he noticed her iPhone and cable in the bath, which he grabbed and threw in a sink. Joe said he got a small electric shock as he was lifting his wife out of the bath.
He killed her.
Oh, fuck. I didn't think about that.
Damn, I didn't think about that either.
I mean,
I've read this twice now.
He pulled the iPhone out and didn't mention getting shocked at all. But when he pulls her out after the fact, he gets shocked.
That's how I got the burns on my hands, officer.
He killed her.
Damn, Tom, you're so fucking smart, bro.
Look at that.
No, but then you go down, and honestly, low key, did he? Because let's just kind of get down to the bottom.
Interesting.
Get down to the bottom of the article. Is there more below this?
He outlined how a 3-meter extension cord had been plugged into a socket in the bedroom while his wife was just While his wife's phone was just barely in the water.
Quote, just barely in the water. So he goes on to say he noted that another man had died in similar circumstances.
Yeah, he killed her, quoting another man's
brother.
death.
Yeah, he also told Inquest that he wanted the message to go out about the hazard created by charging mobile phones in bathrooms so that it could save at least one person's life. Here's, quote from Joe, quote, the only thing you hear about how these phones are great, the only thing you hear about is how these phones are great up to 6 feet of water. I'm doing horrible. It gives people the idea that you can have your phone near water. Again, this is where
you can, but not attached to a 3-meter long fucking extension cord.
Not attached to 120 fucking volts.
I can put my hairdryer in there, but if I plug it into a wall,
we got a fucking problem. Yeah,
like,
dude. We got a fucking problem, bro.
Nah, bro. I think Tommy's right.
I didn't even consider this.
Bro.
Okay, I got to do some. I'm doing a deep dive on
a little investigation.
Actually, shout out. Hold on. I'm go back to the name. Shout out to Joe. Shout out to Joe fucking O'Gorman, who had the balls to fucking electrocute his wife in a tub.
O'Gorman.
Did Joe O'Gorman kill his wife? Mom of 3s. Is anybody talking about this?
Yo, that's interesting, bro.
AI says no, Joe O'Gorman did not kill his wife. His wife, Anne Marie O'Gorman, died of an accidental electrocution on October 30, 2024.
Was it
now,
accidental?
Cause of death, discovery, public warning, following a tragedy. Tom is now saying, sounds to me like he killed his wife. Let's see what AI has to say about that.
Oh, citation is incredibly tragic. Official investigations by the Gardai and the Dublin District Coroner's Court have consistently found that Anne-Marie O'Gorth's death was a tragic accident rather than a crime.
Now, Tom, here is the trouble with your portion. What we skipped over in that article was that Joe was seen driving his daughter to a recital, and there are phone logs showing that he made a call while he was dropping his daughter off. The fucking studio would have seen him there.
Yeah, but she answered.
Yeah, she answered the call.
He found her that way, apparently.
Yeah, she answers the call, and then they go to time of death, and she's already dead. I mean, I don't know that.
That's kind of.
This says that a forensic reconstruction, if you want to read that.
Oh, a forensic reconstruction. A consultant forensic engineer testified that the phone fell into the water while it was charging. He concluded that as Anne turned to retrieve it, her right finger touched a metal shower attachment, completing an electrical current that passed through her body. Again, do recall in that article, she was found on her side. So that is a little bit explanatory.
Yeah.
That is
Tommy,
exciting.
that was a good point. That was a good.
I still
that was
think
a good
he killed
catch.
her.
I don't know, man. That's sketchy. That's weird.
Yeah, Joe killed her.
That's
Okay,
weird.
let's rank
Anyways.
them, boys.
All right.
And this is great that we have 3 now, so we can all 3 vote, so we have a tiebreaker. So I'm gonna go with number 1 for me is the Texas City
100%.
disaster.
I'm going. That's
So
my
can we
number
all
one.
agree on that
Yeah,
fucking
Texas is the number
monstrosity?
one.
Yeah.
All right,
100%.
so that one has to stay at the top. Let's work.
Oh, I wanted to see how fucking old tennis was because this king died in what fucking year?
16 something.
09 or something like that.
Yeah, it was fucking dog's age ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. I'm
A couple moons ago.
I was confused then.
Tennis is roughly 800 to 900 years old, with its roots tracing back to the 12th century France. Wow.
Began as a handball sport played in monasteries.
Little slap ball, dude.
dude. Monks are fucking wilding
Yeah,
out.
they're crazy,
bro.
dude.
You ever meet a monk?
No. To this day, I haven't. I really want to, though.
All right,
I just want to see if the hype's real.
It is.
So number 1 was the Texas disaster.
Yeah, we're going.
Oh, 100%.
Do we want to go one and down or go?
Yeah, we'll
five
go
and
one
up?
and down.
One and down. So who's second place for you
Second
boys?
place for me, I would go with
Bacon.
Bacon, probably, just
now,
because
Bacon
of how outrageous it is.
Bacon was pneumonia.
Yeah.
Trying to do a science experiment.
Yeah.
I don't like that for 2.
You don't like that for 2?
I don't
He
like
was
that.
trying to get that cold chicken brickin' in.
Yeah.
I don't like
literally.
that for 2 only because we've got 2 other really gnarly situations that we're not even talking about. Marvin Gaye gave his dad a gun, and his dad killed him with the gun a day
On
before
April
his
Fool's
birthday.
Day.
I guess that is true.
And then that second one that we're not even talking about, a dwarf hit his head on a fucking.
That's Francis. Or no, that
no, it's not.
no,
Francis is
the one
pneumonia.
that, no, Francis is the one that.
No,
Or
King,
no.
King Charles
Or the king.
VIII.
Yeah, the King Charles was. The
So
one
we've
that hit
got
his
King
head.
Charles VIII and Marvin Gaye.
Mm.
I think subjectively are more intense than Francis.
I'll be okay with putting King Charles at second.
How do you feel about King Charles at 2?
I mean, hitting
I
your
mean, that's
head.
kind of the Marvin Gaye one's even wilder though.
That is true.
Eileen
That's a
Gay,
toughie.
dude. Eileen
Okay.
Gay.
No,
All right,
you
well-
lean gay.
We'll put Gay at 2. We'll put Gay
All right.
at 2.
So we've got Texas City disaster at 1.
Only to put Charles at 3.
Marvin Gaye at 2. I want King Charles for 3.
He's gotta
How do
be
we feel
3.
about that?
Charles at 3.
Yeah.
I feel.
How do we feel about that? We like
it's valid.
King Charles at 3.
I don't know. Mark Twain's thing is very, very like it's bizarre.
Just because of the comment in this quote.
Yes,
I think it's dope. I think he's my clear 4 over Bacon. Low key, you guys are gonna be upset with me. I want to bump Bacon out for Phone Charger Girl.
I mean,
Really?
phone charger
Yeah.
girl would probably be like 3 for me.
Really
So I think we
over the king.
can we bump
Yeah.
Bacon out?
You want to bump Bacon out?
Let's bump Bacon out before we decide who 4 is.
Okay, we'll bump Bacon out.
Bacon's out. Electric Water is in. So now we've got to choose between Mark Twain and Electric Water. Who is 4 and who is 5?
No, so it's
no, he wants to
the
put-
Texas disaster, then Marvin Gaye, then the electric bitch, and then King
Oh,
Charles.
do you like Electric Bitch for 3? I don't know why. She probably got fucking murdered too. We're just sitting here making a joke about it. There's no way you're that stupid, dude. There's no way you're that dumb.
Tommy, we can't say it.
Electric Bitch. I think you can, Corey.
She was retarded.
Are you cool? Corey, are you cool with her at 3?
She was retarded with a hard R.
Let's put her at 3. All right, she's at 3. So she's at 3.
So King Charles is 4th.
Mark Twain's 5.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm fine with that ranking.
All right, let's run through the ranking. So we've got coming in at 5th place, Mr. Mark Twain.
Number 1 in our hearts, though.
Yeah, coming in at 4th, King Charles the 8th. You know, with the fucking dwarf hitting his head on a door frame. Coming in at 3rd, strong 3rd, dark horse.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
Electric Bitch.
I like it.
Coming in at 2nd, the one, the only, the true
Mr. Gay.
chocolate daddy, Marvin Gaye. And then, of course, number 1, that holy hell of a catastrophe that happened in Texas City.
That's crazy.
Texas in 1947 on April 16th, SS Grand Camp. The Texas City disaster.
That's wild.
I just fucking baffled me.
That's
the more
wild.
we dove into that story,
It just kept getting crazier.
that should be a
and crazier.
podcast
Yeah.
all in its own. I could do an hour on that.
Straight up just kept getting crazier and crazier.
No shit. There was like a blind guy and just
The more you read, the more it was
cats
just like,
were exploding. I was like, dude, this is
That's wild.
That-
bro.
they
I
should've
never
ma-
heard of that.
they should have made a movie.
What's
about
wild?
that.
I've never heard of that.
As we read it, I was like, this is someone's reading a script
Like,
to a
I've
film.
never heard of this.
That's wild, dude.
That's what's got me. confused.
Tom, last minute comments, complaints, concerns.
I hope my throat goes better.
That's what she said. Corey, last minute
what I
comments,
was-
complaints.
Yeah, what Tommy said. I hope his throat goes better.
Goes better. And then the last comments, complaints, and concerns I have is while Tom is trying to fucking Google search something. I don't know what he's
No, I
doing.
was copying the
Hey,
link for the
support
show
and
notes.
shop local. Quit giving to these big ass fucking companies, man.
God bless you.
These big ass bitches.
God bless
dude.
you.
Yeah, I think my final comment here is that well, first off, every time we do these, every day is a gift, right?
Every day is a gift.
Every day is a gift. And this is a stark reminder.
Whether it be a blessing or not,
Yeah.
but every day is a gift.
Yeah, every day is a gift, man. You're right side of the grass. So just look at these people, especially Electric Bitch. You know, just think about what you're doing every day. Look before you cross traffic.
No shit.
You know, fucking don't go traveling in the snow barefoot with a fucking dead chicken that you've just de-gutted that you're going to try to have sex with or whatever. Yeah,
Don't give parents weapons.
think about explosions. Just be cognizant. Be aware.
Be aware.
Get off your daggone
Be
phone
aware.
and pay attention.
Yeah.
You know? And then the last comment, concern, complaint I have is that I love all 3 of you very much. Or all 2 of you.
I love you too, buddy.
All of us love each other equally. We love you guys at home. Thank you for listening. If you've made it this far, this is another thrilling episode of The Days Grim. My name is Brian Michael Day.
My name is Cory.
There's Thomas Graham.
Thank you guys. I love you. Bye-bye.
Just born where the struggle grew. Now I walk through the fire, my voice still true. Talk about style, they copy and chase, but they can't find grace in a borrowed face. We don't hate.